जय श्री माता जी। अब हम सब मिलके श्री माता जी के श्री चरणों को प्रणाम कर कर कुंडलिनी उठाकर बंधन लेंगे। लेट अस ऑल humbly bow down at Shri Mataji's lotus feet, raise Kundalini and take bandhan. महामंत्र एवं श्री गणेश मंत्र।
माता
जय श्री माता जी। अब हम अपने चित्त को सहसार पर रखते हुए श्री माता की अमृतवाणी को सुनेंगे। कीपिंग आवर अटेंशन ऑन सहस्रार, नाउ वी लिसन श्री। जय श्री माता जी।
But the worst and the worst and the worst is the Hollywood. Is the film industry. Under the name of industry, you can do anything. Now this Hollywood is creating such horror films, but the worst is that they get awards for these worst films. There's one film they showed, I have not seen, I can't see it. They told me that a man is a cannibal and he's eating the flesh of human beings, and they have shown and they enjoy. Very, very famous. Apart from that, not only famous, but they got awards for the best film, the best actor, the best. You must get a director from there and make him eat the flesh of human beings. It's the only way I think this horrible thing. Then they are producing other pictures. I've seen another one for a short time, where they show all dead bodies hanging, you see. Why these people like to see such horrible things? What is their character? Where have they gone? Why do they enjoy things which no human being who is a human being will enjoy? And then it goes further. Their Halloween business, I saw a film, I said, my God, this is a hell in which they thought it was like the Ras of Shri Krishna. So it was Krishna consciousness, I think, that was working there. There are 1,001 things which can shock you in America, and also in England, also in Europe. I thought Austria was something better. But in Austria, when you walk on the road in the night after the program, you must have many horrible women there on the way. I mean, this is nowhere. There we are forced into it. And they can't do anything about it. As if it's a matter of right, you see, what you call that of human right, to see such women. and human right for these women to be on the street. All horrible things are happening around. So Sahajogis have to equip themselves much more with the Shri Krishna's principle. The first principle is communication. First principle is how you communicate with others. Start it at home. With your children, with your wife, with your husband. How you communicate? Are you gentle? Are you kind? Are you dominating? Aggressive? Just try to find out. It can go to any limit, this aggressiveness, either of the women or of the men. Here more women, I must say, I'm sorry to say. But in my experience, I've seen the women are very dominating. In India, men are extremely dominating. But here, I find the women are. Now the basics as human beings should have good manners. Don't find any good manners, except that they wear good dresses, maybe they might be wearing those special type of dresses and all that. All manners are in dresses. But when there are people together, they talk nothing but scandal. I mean, unbearably horrible scandals they discuss. This is something one has to understand, that Shri Krishna never talked of scandals. How can this the Shri Krishna? All other these Europeans are just very equipped with all the scandals of the world. I just can't understand what is the interest people have in the scandals. So to top it all is your media, which is absolutely anti-Shri Krishna. Because they have to make money. It's such a hand-in-glove business that the people like to hear all this nonsense. So they have scandals in the newspaper. At least about 30 years, never hear such a thing. And all such books were completely banned. And now suddenly the whole thing has flowered so well that any magazine, anything you take, and you can't understand. What are they preaching? They are preaching the cult of destruction. Completely. And people take it and like it and work it out. They are using the women for their own purpose and stupidly women accept it. Of course, they dominate. On one side, feel very happy that they are dominating. There was a lady who was boasting in one magazine that she has had 400 men in her life. Can you imagine? Now, there is no place for hell for such a woman. Where will you put such a woman there? I don't know, that's another problem. So this movement, which is absolutely against the principle of dharma and of communication. Now, how you must communicate? Decently. With very tender and very beautiful mannerism. You have to talk to another person, talk to other Sahajogis, talk to anyone. Is in a very sweet manner you should talk. I do not mean the French style, you see, bending your body and all artificial stuff, not that. I am saying that if you are naturally talking to somebody, you should talk with decent language, with decency, with humility. I need not go on jabbering all the time and talking too much. There's no need. But on the contrary, this was the style of Shri Krishna. In short, his power was madhurya, is the sweetness, like the honey. When you are worshipping Shri Krishna, you have to know that you must talk in a manner that will please another person. ये जा रहे हैं क्या सोने? इनके लिए इनाम है. I got a present for him. If he's sleeping, it's better give him. आ रहे वापस? अच्छा ठीक. So, while talking to anyone, you can talk very sweetly, very nicely, and in a way which will please that person, not to provoke, not to say things which are hard. But some people have a habit of saying all something which is very provoking, which is not at all good. But some people are, when it comes to their business, they're very sweet. But when it comes to something else, very harsh. In community in India, I have seen many Jains. When they are for their business, they are the sweetest good know. But when it comes to like donating some money or something, they are extremely hard. They will only donate for stupid things, but not for something sensible. They will work for something extremely stupid, but for anything sensible. We have another community called as Sindhis. I think they are under the influence of the West. Same with the Western people. If you show that you have some business with them, suddenly, they change. Suddenly they change, you can't understand what has happened to this man. Or if they find out you are something, they change. Sri Krishna was just the other way around. In his lifetime, he was always a guest of Vidura, who was the son of a Dasi, is the servant. Maid servant's son was Vidura, but he was a realized one. So he used to go to his house, stay in his house, a very humble abode, Vidura's, and eat food there, very simple food. He would not go to the palace of Duryodhana. The other way around. When somebody thinks you have a palace, they'll be extremely kind to you, very nice, But they say he lives in a hut, then he is nothing. Shri Krishna never cared for money and bothered about it. You can see his case in which he has shown complete detachment about his throne or his kingdom or money part of it. Once you are attached, you have all the pangs of money. Naturally, if you are catching hold of a snake, you will always be having the pangs of the snake, isn't it? But supposing you are detached, then the same money you can use. Once you become slave of that money sits on your head. Now, you know very well that to have money also is dangerous these days. The whole reaction is building up. And this is where all the elements are reacting against. You have seen the wisdom of these people from Sierra Nevada. What they said is true. That when we try to acquire more money, go on acquiring, and getting an idea in our head. Then there are looters who come down. I think the worst are those who have got names as entrepreneurs. For example, they'll say now, if you have a designer's watch, then everybody ran for designer's watch. The other day, I went to Italy, to Istanbul, and I found out that the t-shirts are made there and sold in France as if they are French. They are not. They are A to Z, they are made in there, which is Istanbul. And the name is on that Lacoste, this, that and all that. And people pay any amount, but not in Turkey. Whatever surplus is left, we can get it for £7. Now the stupidity is that they can befool you. Pia Carde, then there's another one, I don't know, Armani, that's in. But in America there are many. Even, they come to you, to your house. England is much worse. They are so unmannerly, they'll come to your house for dinner and they'll turn the plate to see where it is made. Really, openly. And they'll discuss from where the cutlery has come. So, though they think they are very rich, stupidly they are being exploited by this kind of nonsense. That you have this watch, you have this thing. Now, in England we have something called Savile Row. So that they put it outside, outside the court, Savile Row. Can you imagine? Branded. See, everything is made into a big ado. So on one side they are very intelligent to understand this is the business, this is the fashion, all that. The other side they don't know, they are fools. Being befooled all the time by saying this is the special thing, that is the special thing, and that it has a name and it has what you call a great organization behind. Saj Yogis should understand this is all befooling and stupid thing. And they wear, all of them will wear like that to show off. What is it? Why should this impress anyone? Think of it. Now intelligently think, why should it impress you? These befooling things that are going on. Nothing special, they are just the same. They told me in Istanbul that they make ordinary ones and then they put on top of this. And the ordinary ones are for say $6, so with this thing is for $7. It's nothing special. But this special trickery, I think, is coming from England and America, especially. Maybe also from France, but France are, queer people. Now they have something I showed them today. So stupidly made thing, which cost £500. But people accept because they have no wisdom. Now see the difference between the intelligence and wisdom. Why to show off, first of all, and to show off something which has no meaning. It cost only $1 in Turkey to put that. Is it that we have intelligence but which has no divine power? Anybody can befool you to do what you like. Now 6 inches of skirt started, alright, everywhere 6 inches. You couldn't get one with the 7 inches. That's not in the fashion. That's not in. Means in madhouse. Now just look at Shri Krishna's style. So wise. Witnessing everything. How he plays around. And how he wins over. Now supposing he was attached, he could not have done it. So to get over this, first of all you detach yourself from this anti-Shri Krishna culture. It's very important. This is the fashion, that is the fashion. And all these fashions are extremely, extremely destructive. Now, not to put oil in the hair and end up with bald heads, all right? Then there are specialists, you see. Again, designers who make wigs, designers' wig. So you carry a wig on your head and write it down, designers. My idea is to see how stupid human beings can become with their intellect. Today, I don't want to describe the qualities of Shri Krishna because you know them. But how you people have gone away in the West from Shri Krishna's styles, his methods. Whatever he did was to destroy the evil, to destroy the negativity, and to bring forth the joy, which is Ras, he started. Ras. Ra is energy with that. The Ras is the energy which you have, and that's how you play the Ras with that energy and enjoy. He brought it holy. Of course, now holy can be anything, but very sensible holy he brought just to express your joy in a mirthful, playful ways. Because that was lacking in Sri Rama's life. So he said, just allow yourself to enjoy. But this was only for Sahajogis, not for others. Others, you know that they go to the pubs, and what happens? We have a certificate here that we are very peaceful, very good people, this and that. This is what Shri Krishna said and has done, that we have to enjoy everything, but in a dharmic way. We should not be adharmic. The dharma should give you joy. Otherwise, if you are dharmic, what happens? That you become absolutely austere person, joyless person, and sometimes cynical, because you think others are adharmic and this and that. But Sri Krishna's ways were that you should be mirthful, you should be joyful. And this joy will communicate with others. Without this joyous nature, you cannot be communicated. But as you know, when I went to French, they told me, Mother, you look so joyous, you should tell you are miserable. I said, but I am not. If you don't tell, then they won't believe you. I said, why? Because they are all miserable and they think they are very unhappy people. So I started my lecture with Les Miserables, and I told them that at every fourth lamppost you find a prostitute and every 10th one a pub. And I see so many people sitting on the pavement. So I asked them, why are they sitting here? So they are waiting the whole world to be destroyed. I said, really? After drinking, these ideas come in, that let the whole world be destroyed because maybe they don't have any more money to go to pubs. I don't know why. Now think their level. Just think of their level. Where are they compared to you all? So, he is the one, as Virata, puts light into your brain. In that light you see what is stupid, what is unwise. This is the blessing of Sri Krishna. And he gives you the Nirananda. Because if you don't have the light, you cannot enjoy the joy of your mind or the joy of your brain. You cannot. And It is through his light that we see ourselves as something full of joy. And we don't know what to do with it. And how to do it. How to express our joy. How to express our feelings. Because it's too much. This is another fashion to say it's too much. Anything you tell the mother, it is too much. Because the brain is full of nonsense, so you tell them anything, nothing can go in their heads. It's too much. So the wise person, as Shri Krishna is, the wisest of wise, he is the source of wisdom, has to be Sthita Prajna. Means he has to be in balance, he has to be in dharma. And above that, he has to be in joy. Now, you are not only in joy, but you know the truth. You know the absolute truth. And this absolute truth is the one that makes you understand what is right, what is wrong, and you develop your wisdom, not your intellect so much. You then see your intellect misbehaving sometimes, telling you negative ideas, sometimes too much of aggressive ideas. You can become a witness, Sakshi. And that's what Shri Krishna has said, I am the Sakshi of the whole world, the witness of the whole world. See, you can go on talking about him. But what we have to say, where are we going wrong? And how can Shri Krishna save us? Not by saying Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, like that. No. By becoming day by day wiser person. Wisdom gives you definite ideas as to how you have to be. If there is still this thing going on, see, in the Western way they show like this. Ask them, how are you? I'm like this. Means what? Like this. If that is still there, then Shri Krishna is not awakened. But if it is that you know what it is, you will have the same smile as Shri Krishna had. I know that. Now, we have to understand that our Vishuddhi has to be alright. I get Vishuddhi because I know what it is. This America should be alright, otherwise my Vishuddhi will never be alright, I think so. But for Vishuddhi, there are so many things we have in Sahaja Yoga which very few people do. At least if you Sahaja Yogis keep your Vishuddhi alright, I'll be much better off. But you never try to keep your Vishuddhi alright, continue with it. Even the President of America has the worst Vishuddhi I've ever seen. So you can imagine what good is he going to do? What wisdom will he have? Now you are a new race, blessed by the Divine, and you have Shri Krishna within yourself awakened. In his own glory, in his own light. You should know what is to be done. One must communicate. That you have to do. But what I see, that people don't even meditate. Even if they meditate, they don't want to communicate. And sometimes when they communicate, they think they have become gods. It's very difficult. Human beings is very difficult commodity to handle. You have to communicate with complete humility. The way Shri Krishna did. In his ras, he spread the energy of Radha into all these people by holding hands. So his childhood, where he killed so many people and did all that, is over. Then even his adulthood, where he had to kill his own uncle is also over. So he becomes the king. When he becomes the king, then what does he do? Is to communicate. Most of his expressions of his qualities are seen after he became the king. Before that, he was busy killing one after another, all these horrible people. After that, he built up people, he built Dwarika, and he tried to communicate with people. Now your duty is to build up yourself and to communicate with others with all the sweetness, madhurya of Shri Krishna, all the beauty of Shri Krishna, with full understanding as to what stupid things are going around. Once you understand that, you will not take it, because you will become wise enough not to take to all these nonsensical things that are going on. And it is so much, in this lecture I cannot tell you, but now if you become the witness of the whole thing, you will see what is happening. Now we have to stop them from going to hell. And we have to really develop a very, very good personality of Sahaja. All of you. Now there are many marriages that take place, then suddenly they decide to divorce. Divorce is allowed in Sahaja Yoga, but this American style of nonsense, I don't want to have. Women can be very dominating. One fellow ran away to Russia. They have no idea of a marriage. They don't know how to work it out. All the sweetness of the marriage is finished. If the husband is dominating, if the wife is dominating, this happens, then you divorce. What is the achievement? So we have to work out everything within us, because we are conditioned, we are in an atmosphere. I would request all of you to try to understand the subtleties of Shri Krishna's personality. Try to become like that. Extremely peaceful, extremely kind, tender, helpful. And in humility, he had no consciousness of money, nothing. And also, as you know, he was a dark person for some reason. But the way he led his life should be an example for us. I am sure now when you go back to your countries, you will see all this nonsense. Please note it down. Write it down what these nonsensical people are doing and send it over to me. That's what it is. So today is the puja of Shri Krishna. I need not tell you how many qualities he has, as I told you. But the greatest quality he has, that he is the doctor of doctors. Now in his name you will know how many qualities he has, and you will understand. Try to understand that we have to have these qualities within us also. Whatever qualities are described or said, try to see how many we have. That's the way the introspection will start. Once you start introspecting yourself and understanding yourself, the wisdom will grow. Not by seeing faults in others, putting blames on others, but on yourself. That is how the things will work out. Though Krishna didn't have to do that because he was Sampurna, he was complete. But we have to do all this to see that we also become complete. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. May God bless you. There's another point I wanted to mention about Sahaja Yogis, that we introduce classical Indian music for you people, because I think it helps for vibration. But as the nature is of Western people, anything they take up, they must go to the ultimate end till they are completely lost. So what I find now, all of them are buying tapes. Some tapes, क्या बेटे? क्या है? बाद में आना, अभी हम बुलाएंगे तुमको. क्या बात है? को क्यों भेजा आपने? अभी आप जाइए, मैं आपको बुला लूँ. Now some of them are buying tapes. I was surprised, of very unknown people, just bad. Once I was traveling with a lady in America, who was a disciple of Muktanand. She said, I have a very nice tape, and she played the lecture of Muktanand. Rajneesh's people will play the lecture of Rajneesh. But here now, they've all gone to one side. So this one, that one, all kinds of music they have got. Tomorrow we start telling you that you must understand Indian dancing. So all my videos will be replaced by Indian dancing from A to Z. You are Sajogis. It's all right. I am also fond of music, but this is not the way. What is the main thing of your life? And I was surprised how people are lost in the music. I mean, there should be some occasion. They are all already in the another world with the music. Don't do these things. You go to extremes of everything. That's not proper. Even pujas, anything. You go to extremes. To go to extremes, you won't be in the center. You will not be in the place of Shri Krishna, where you have to be. On the contrary, you will be just in another imaginary world. So, as a matter of habit, we create a world like that. Somebody has music world, somebody has dancing world, another one has a world I've seen with Sajogis who think no end of themselves. We have a special relationship with Shri Mataji. It's a very common thing. But I cannot have any special relationship. Sorry. Nobody has any special relationship with me. This I would like to tell you very clearly. And you should not claim that. And then become, some people say we are deities. I mean, this is something to be horrible. I'll speak for 2 minutes in Marathi, if you don't mind. आता या महाराष्ट्रीयन मुलींसाठी मला सांगायचं आहे की तुमची इथे लग्न झाली, नवरे श्रीमंत मिळाले. मी इथे आल्याबरोबर तुम्ही आई वडिलांना इथून पैसे पाठवता. असं होतं का आपल्या हिंदुस्थानात? तुमच्या सासरून तुम्ही पैसे पाठवू शकता का? दुसरं दागदागिने फार बनवायला लागले. मला एका गृहस्थाला मी म्हटलं की तू एक शर्ट का नाही विकत घेतलं? तो म्हणे काय करू, माझी बायको सगळे पैसे दागिन्यात घालते. एवढा दागिन्यांचा शौक सजोगांना शोभत नाही. हा म्हणजे भयंकर प्रकार. आणि नंतर मला कळलं, सर्वे झाला की सगळ्या महाराष्ट्रीयन बायकांनी दागिने बनवले लग्नानंतर. नवऱ्याजवळ पैसे राहत नाहीत. जे नवरे पूर्वी सहयोगाला सपोर्ट करत होते ते म्हणे आम्ही करू शकत नाही कारण आमच्याजवळ पैसेच नाहीत. झालंय काय तुम्हाला? तुम्ही संतांच्या भूमीतनं आले. तुकाराम महाराजांना शिवाजी महाराज फार मानत असत आणि त्यांच्या बायकोसाठी ते दागदागिने घेऊन गेले. आता ती बायको तुमच्यासारखी असेल कोणतरी, तिने पटकन घेतले सगळे दागिने. दागिन्यांचा शौक कशाला पाहिजे? अहो मी देवी असून मला शौक नाही, तुम्हाला कशाला पाहिजे शौक? जबरदस्ती देता म्हणून घेते. आणि त्यांनी ते दागिने जेव्हा दिले त्या बाईने घेतले. पण तुकाराम आले, ते म्हणाले आम्हाला संतांना कशाला पाहिजे दागिने? सगळे वापस केले, परत करून दिले. त्या संतांच्या भूमीतनं तुम्ही आलात आता हे दरिद्रीपणाची लक्षणं आहेत. आपल्या आईवडिलांना पैसे पाठवायचे आणि ते किती विकोपाला गेले हे मी सांगू शकत आहे तुम्हाला. भलतंच असेल ते करायची ही पद्धत ठीक नाही. तुम्ही इथे सहयोगासाठी आले, दागिने बनवण्यासाठी नाही आलात. ठीक आहे, एखाद गोष्ट केली तर ठीक आहे, पण सारं लक्ष जर तिकडेच घातलं दागिने 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 तर नवरा सुटायचा सहयोगातनं. हे पुण्यकर्म गाठाल तुम्ही. आता कोणी मला विचारल्याशिवाय दागिने करायचे नाहीत.
जय श्री माता जी। अब हम सब आरती के लिए खड़े होंगे। नाउ विल स्टैंड फॉर आरती।
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने अवतार माँ, कितने अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा। तू गंगा यमुना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको माँ, सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में हो माँ, बैठ के दिल में हो माँ, लौट के ना जाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियारा माँ, कर दिया उजियारा। कल युग में माया है, कल युग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। संत जनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में मधुर संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधुर संगीत सुन लो। होए सके जो सेवा, होए सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता दी, जय निर्मल माता दी, दिन में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी निर्मला देवी नमो नमः। बोलो श्री आदिशक्ति माता जी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।
जय श्री माता जी। आज की इस सुंदर अमृतवाणी के लिए हम श्री माता जी को हृदय से कोटि कोटि धन्यवाद करते हैं। थैंक यू श्री माता जी फॉर टुडेज ब्यूटीफुल अमृतवाणी फ्रॉम द बॉटम ऑफ आवर हार्ट। जय श्री माता जी।